Hi, welcome back. And today we are going to discuss about the Ohm's law. So, what is Ohm's law? So, the current which is flowing through the conductor is directly proportional to the supply voltage, or it may be called as applied voltage. So, V directly proportional to I. So, while cancelling the proportional, we are multiplied as proportional constant that is called R. So, V is equal to IR. So, V represent voltage, I represent current, and R represent a resistance. So, in the empathy stage, we are having the several questions. So, why do invisible electrons create measurable voltage? And number two, which formula variation should I use to calculate the either voltage or current or resistance? And while connecting with the real-time analysis, why does this matter in practical applications? So now you can see the image here. So here, the voltage it represent the height. Okay, the height. If the height is increases, if the height is this is nothing but a water tank, and we can able to store the water in the tank. So if the height is increases, the pressure can be increased. So that pressure it can be represented as voltage, the potential difference between 2 points. And the flow of water in a pipe, the flow of water in a pipe is nothing but current. And the resistance, it restrict the flow of water. There is nothing but a flow of current. So it represented, it indicated as the diameter of the pipe. So there is nothing but resistance. So the height represent the voltage, and water flow represent the current, and the diameter of the pipe it represent the resistance. Okay. While in the defined stage, so we are very struggle to visualize the difference between the voltage, current, and resistance. Just we can take a water pipe. So the flow of water, okay. So the force, the pressure, the potential energy which is given is nothing but in pressure and current. So the current, the flow of water in the water is nothing but current. So the flow of water, it is mainly depends on the diameter of the pipe and the resistance. So there will be in sand or some of the particles will be present inside the pipe. It restricts the flow of water, so that it can be represented as a resistance. Okay. So while doing the ideate stage, we can take the water pipe as the analogy. So already we discussed the voltage which gives the pressure, potential or force, and the current it represents as the flow of water, that is nothing but flow rate, and resistance is nothing but and width. If the width is reduced, so the flow of water can be reduced. Okay. So here you can see this image. So here there is a less resistance, so the water can be flowed easily. If you are having the more resistance, there will be an obstacle while passing the water. So here the flow of water is gets distracted. So just you can make an one prototype and test. So for that you may choose the RPS, a regulated power supply. So it gives the variable DC power supply. And you can use the different resistor like 1 ohm, 1 kilo ohm, 2 kilo ohm, 10 kilo ohm, like that. And you can use the digital multimeter, and with the help of digital multimeter you can connect the RPS with the resistor, and you can measure the voltage across each resistor for different voltage level. And based on that you can plot the voltage and current characteristics to verify whether it's linear or non-linear characteristics. So because the Ohm's law is applicable only for linear relationship. So, and these are the some of the real world applications, like the fuse which are used in the residential or commercial applications, and light bulb, and which are used in the phone chargers. So, and here we are using the LED for the current limiting of LED. So here, because if you are giving the 230 volt to the LED will burn out. So in order to limit the current flow to the LED, we have to use a resistor for current limiting. And the Ohm's law can be used to determine the battery life, to predict the battery life. And heating element design. If I want to design an water heater. So according to the Ohm's law, we have to decide, we have to calculate, we have to predetermine the resistance value by using the Ohm's law. And this is the curiosity challenge. So why do birds sitting on high voltage power lines not get electrocuted? And second one, if resistance increases in a circuit with constant voltage, so what happened to power dissipation? So you can put your answer in the comment section. This is curative challenge. You can see in the high voltage tower lines, some of the birds will sit on the tower lines, but then won't get shocked. So just you can think and put your answer in the comment sections. So this is the summary of mind map. So the Ohm's law is mainly different based on the voltage, current, and resistance. So, so the voltage is nothing but in pressure, potential, or force, and current is nothing but the flow of charge, and the resistance it opposes the flow of electrons. So these are the few references for this topic. Thank you.